Plenty of time to play games and celebrate Georgia. Hello. Started, so we have plenty of time to celebrate with Georgia. So feel free to get food. All right, so tonight's meeting is our farewell to Georgia, so she's gonna do her presentation and then we'll do some games and mingling, and we can see a little after 7. If everyone can stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, the meeting is being recorded on Zoom, so if you're gonna come and make announcements, please do it on the owl so everyone on Zoom can hear you. All right, we're gonna welcome visitors and guests. We do have a lot of guests here that are host families for Georgia, so we will honor just continue. We have any visitors or guests?
You mean introduce the visitors?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Hello, everybody. My name is Levi. If you haven't met me, I am I will introduce 2 visitors today. First one is Kathy. Kathy, are you here? How's it going, Kathy? Thank you for coming. But can you stand up again and ask a few questions to you? Is that okay? Your name, where do you work, and what's your favorite part about summer?
You've heard of that.
Summer.
Summer.
Yes.
Well, for those of you, I know many of you, my name is Kathy Millard. I'm a member of Rotary East, and I am the assistant governor for the next 2 years. I just thought I would visit, as I work in the schools. I work at Central Logan. I'm an advisor, so we're a little downtime in the summer for me. So that's why I thought I'd do today. And my best part of summer is I don't have to work.
Thank you. And then our next visitor is Eric Johnson. How's it going? Can you stand up and ask a few questions, Jim? That's okay.
Sure.
Your name, where you work, and what's your favorite part about summer?
It's Eric Johnson. I work at the Federal Savings Bank in mortgage lending. And what I love about the summer is lots of sunshine.
Thank you for coming.
We'll do Georgia's host families after the presentation. Do we have any virtual guests? Yeah, we have virtual guests. All right, no guests right now. All right, any announcements? No? All right. Yeah, our RAH anniversaries. Ashley has been in the club for 11 years. Caitlin Doyle for 7, Larry for 8, and Sammy for 3. Congratulations. And we got our birthdays for the month. July 3rd was Jeremy, Tim is on July 4th, Brandon on July 7th, Neil on the 12th, Rachel on the 16th, Sammy on the 17th, Phil on 20th, and July 25th, Spencer. So happy birthday, everyone. All right. The theme for this year is great lasting impact. So we will hear about that throughout the year. And I'll be talking more about that at the next meeting. All right, we're gonna go through just quick updates from your different committees, programs and socials, starting in August. So our first meeting in August, we're gonna have a social at the bodega. This will be after every first meeting of the month. We're just gonna do it as standing social, so everyone knows that it's planned, and feel free to come if you're able. Avenues of service is August 12th. Registration is open until July 30th, so please register. Tickets for members are $45. You don't have to pay when you register. Next club, we will be celebrating our projects and our Rotarian of the Year at our next meeting.
Oh, 16 years old already.
Membership committee updates. We have our picnic in the park, August 1st. Registration is out for that. You would have got an email from Club Runner, so please make sure you RSVP to that. We might need assistance with bringing some yard games and whatnot, but food will be provided by the club. So please bring your family and any guys that would like to join our club or interested. It'll be a good time. Welcome to our new members, Lindsay, I don't think she's here tonight. And Alex, I don't think he's here tonight either. Tim is here, I don't have a photo of Tim, but he is here. Tim, raise your hand. Congrats, welcome. And, Andy as well. Welcome. All right, service committee updates. So quickly, Monday meals is coming up, July 27th. Northside Block Party is August 10th. And mobile meals, we're doing a week from August 17th to the 23rd. And August 22nd is the Children's Festival, which will be like manning table, I think, and watching kids do activities. Additional events to be looking forward to are Oktoberfest bartending. We will be doing that. Is there a pause or is that just me? Yeah.
The game's too high.
Okay, Oktoberfest bartending, tentative is the Friday and will be an 8 to midnight shift. So please put that in your calendar, we'll confirm it, but we need, I think, 30 volunteers. So please, we will talk more as that gets closer, but put that in your calendars. Well, it's confirmed? Yeah, 7:30 to midnight, it is confirmed. And then highway cleanup, there's 2 days going back and forth, either the 30th or the 29th, so we'll be sending out, notification once that date is confirmed. All right, youth committee update, any updates from the committee to start off with before Georgia? No, okay, Rachel? Yeah.
And our next student is gonna be here on August 24th. We have not, it's like, it's not what times, but particularly still looking for those families and well tested. All right,
August 24th is tentative when our new student will arrive. We'll have times and all that as that gets closer for our welcome committee at the airport. And then, we're still looking for 2 host families. He will be going to La Crescent, so as long as they're willing to get him to La Crescent for school, they could reside somewhere else, not just La Crescent. All right, I want to give it over to Georgia. A heads up, after her presentation, I'm gonna close out the meeting, and then we will play some games and mingle and everything for Georgia's farewell. All right, you ready?
Okay, so I've always been wanting to be an exchanger. Most of you guys, like the ones I got to talk to more, know it. I've been wanting to do this since I was in 5th grade. So it's really like weird to me to like be presenting this right now, because a whole year already passed and it literally like, I can't believe it. It's so weird to be standing here right now. So before starting, I wanted to say thank you to all of you, like every single one of you really taught me so many things. And just like the fact that you guys, sorry, I'm gonna start crying. Just the fact that every single one of you guys, like, every single one of you guys really taught me so many lessons, and you opened like my host families opened the door to me, even if they didn't even know me. So I'm really grateful for that. Okay, so I decided to divide it per month because it's really a lot of stuff, so I didn't really know where to start. So this is August when I got here. I got here August the 12th, and it has been kind of crazy because my plane has been delayed by like 5 hours or something, so I didn't manage to get my flights to La Crosse. So I have to fly to Rochester, and then Eric had to come pick me up with Adela, my sister, I met my first sister. And it was crazy. I was so tired. So I got there at like 1 a.m. at night or something like that. And I got super welcomed with like posters and all that kind of stuff. And I started doing like all my first experiences. It was kind of like a honeymoon phase, like how they call it, because I had never been to America, so seeing all this stuff for me was so weird and like completely different. I didn't expect it to be like so much different than home. So I got to try so much stuff. I remember especially when I went to Renaissance, or actually the first day I was here, my host mom Beth brought me to the bluff and I got to see all across from the top and it was really cool. And then I got to go to Renaissance, which I have a little story about that, because when I was going to Renaissance, I was like about to order like 2 or 3 scoops of ice cream because in Italy they're like this big. So then my hostess looked at me and he was like, "Are you sure you're gonna order 2 or 3 scoops?" And he showed me how big one scoop was. I was like, I'm not even gonna be able to eat the full of that. So yeah, and it was really different as ice cream, but. And then I immediately joined dance team, even before going to school. I immediately started practices with dance team. And that felt like a movie. My first football game, it was crazy because I would go in, it was like in ginormous and all the people, or like the music and the band. I'd never been in anything like that, so it was crazy. And the fourth picture is my first day of school, which that too, I was so overstimulated because I would like run from a class to another because in Italy we don't get to change classes. So just the fact that I had to move from a floor to another, I didn't even know where I was supposed to be. So and then there's more football games. I got to see my first ice cream truck. We don't have ice cream trucks. So yeah, I was very excited about that. And the first one, like the picture with all the people, is my first hangout with friends. This girl, which is one of my close friends right now, she invited me to her birthday party. I didn't even know her. I was just sitting in lunch and she was like, "Hey, do you want to come to my birthday party?" So that was my first ever like hangout. And those, like most of those people got to be my closest friends. And then the third picture, it was me and my sister Adela. We got to do so many activities on the river, which again, it's a thing that I never get to do at home. And we would go, how's that called? On canoeing and sailing. So that was really fun too. Then in September, I got to try again new things. I tried Calvers for the first time, and here I love Calvers. Then I got to try s'mores for the first time. I met this girl from the Luxembourg because my host family knew her host family. She got to stay here just 2 weeks, but that was really cool. It was the first like other exchange student that I had met, and so I got to talk with her and really like it was not like easy at the beginning to be so far away from home. So it was really like nice to be able to talk to her. And then that's more football games and the Oktoberfest. Oh, and also tried to water ski, wakeboarding. It didn't really go well, but I tried to. And then there's homecoming, which was the first school dance. That was really cool too, because I get to see it every time in the movies, but never like actually do it. Then we took pictures with the host families. I didn't have yet my third one, so that's why they're not in the picture. I got to do the pep rally for homecoming again with dance. We danced with the football players. That was like I think one of the biggest things I did. It was so cool. It felt like I was in a movie. I got to participate to two of like big Rotary events. We did the mini masters. That was really fun, and I got to meet Pedro. Actually, I got to meet him earlier, but did not really talk to him. So we got to play. And in the picture, there's his host brother, Pedro, me, and my host sister. And then I got to participate also to the torchlight parade. That was really fun too. And actually, that one too. I never get to do parades in Italy, and even being in it, it was really cool. And then I got to go to my first fair because we don't have fairs either. So that was really fun too. And we got a huge basket of fries that was big like my face. Oh, then here I cooked for my host family, and that was really fun too. There's a side joke that we have about how that dish is called. And then again, dance team. More like we would like that was really fun. We would paint the banners for the football players, and then we went tubing too. Then in October, I got to go in October. I really like fall. Fall is like the least season. It's like my least favorite season. But coming here to America, I started liking it so much because we don't get as many like colors, and so it was so colorful and super like we don't really celebrate Halloween. So I got to do Halloween. I got to go to a pumpkin patch, which I'd never been to. And I got to celebrate my birthday party thanks to Danny that hosted the whole thing at her house. So we did the pink thing, the birthday party. And then, there's more dance, so we got to go to Minneapolis and stop at the gardens, I don't know exactly how they're called, to see the cherry. And then I got to meet Mitchell, which I did the cultural dinner with. That was really cool. I got to prepare, I'll talk to you about more later, but I got to prepare my grandma's favorite dish, so my grandma's recipe. And then the reason why there's like brats in there is just because I didn't have another picture about it, but that was one of my favorite events, because me and Phil got to cook like 200 brats or something like that, for like people that are less fortunate, and we got to sell like give brats and like a full meal, and also like basic like food items that they could need at their house to these people, and they chose not to be in the kitchen but to be upstairs, so to like hand it to them, and that was a really like touching experience, because I never got to see that kind of like part of the population, and that really like taught me so much. And then we have more banners. I got to carve pumpkins for my first time at Larry's house with my friends. And then I got to celebrate Halloween. That was like us like exchanging the candies that we didn't like with the other ones. I got to go to a scary house. That was so creepy, because I decided to go all the way in the back of the line because I didn't want to be the front. But then they started chasing after me. And so I was so scared. I don't want to go back there. And then I got to go with Steph to that was Cinderella, to watch Cinderella. Then we got to go to see Frozen 2, and that was really cool too. And it was a musical, so I liked it because at the beginning of my children, I didn't really understand like movies and stuff in English. So the fact that there was only music helped me a lot because I could understand the same as the other people. And then I started with varsity dance, and that was our presentation of our competition. Dancer at the football game, and then I got to hang out with Steph. In November, I got to see, I did so many weekends with the other exchange student, but this was one of my favorite ones because it was the first time that we decided to see each other, not because Rotary, let's say, put us together. So we decided to go together to watch a Badgers game, and actually that weekend I also got to go to see a, how's it called? A Broadway show. That's it. A Broadway show. The second picture is me holding a child development fake baby. When I came here, I decided to join all the classes that in Italy I would never had the experience to join, because our school is mostly just like math, Italian, English based classes. So I decided to try that because they told me I would have brought a fake baby at home, but it was actually horrible, the worst experience ever. The baby was crying the whole night, and I didn't get to go to bed because I didn't have a weekend free in which I could do the experience. So I had to do it in one night. And basically it was like just from like 7 p.m. because I had dance practice to the morning after. So basically the experience, the thing was only one night. So he would cry every 5 minutes, and then I had to feed him for like 25. And like at 5 a.m. I was awake, and I was really like, I didn't want to do that anymore. And then I got to travel a lot. In November, I went to Madison, I went to Chicago with my host family. We got to see colleges. And then really, I was like, I really want to go to college in America. Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna be possible. But I decided to put that picture because that for me represents part of like the American like school spirit, because that's a door through which the students walk through and go to the inside of the college. There's like a celebration. That's you, Chicago. When they go inside and they start college, and then when they graduate, they get to walk outside to their families. And I really like that. I don't know, we just really don't have this kind of stuff. So I was talking to it about to my host sister. She was like, "Oh yeah, that's something we do." And I was like, "Yeah, that's really cool." Like, whatever. And then we got second in our dance competition. That was unfortunately my last dance competition, but there's a cool story about that. And but we placed the second in hip hop, so that was really good. And there's more pictures about the cultural dinner. So here was when we were making the dish. And then I got to go to Florida with my host family. We went to Disney World and to Universal Studios because my little host sister is a really big fan of Harry Potter. So we got to see everything about Harry Potter. And I'm not really a fan, but I actually started like to watch it more after I went there because it was actually really cool. And we got to go to the beach too. And this is the cultural dinner. This is probably my favorite picture with the club. I don't know, I really like it. And so the cultural dinner was my other like event that I really, really liked, besides the fact that it really helped me to be able to go to the West Coast. But mostly it was just like really nice to be able to share my culture. And you know, Italy is like really known for food. So be able to share something that connects me also to my family, to like all of you guys. And I really liked the opportunity and also like getting to try other type of dishes and also getting to like explain it and to partner with a chef. That was really cool. And in December, so December was kind of a weird month. So I started first thing I did, I moved to my second host family, which was a very like big change. I felt like it was feeling really weird because it was like feeling like it was coming to America for the second time. So everything changed. The routine changed. I had to get really used to the family. And luckily I got a really nice host family because after a week I was there, I broke 3 bones in my spine at dance. So I was basically like flipping and I fell straight on my back. So Phil had to run to the hospital at like 6 p.m. and I was like completely like in tears. I was like, I didn't know what to do. But well, luckily it could have been worse, so it's okay. And actually breaking my back made me like enjoy more things that probably I wouldn't have done if I wouldn't have had my back broken, because I got to stay more time at home. I got to like enjoy like time with my host siblings and just do like simple things. And I also got to meet Marla and Polly, which are my host cousins, I would say. I really love them. I love kids, so. And I got to run the 5K with Rotary. I don't know how I actually did it because I'm not a running person. So I was like running and then walking and then running. And at some point, I just wanted to get out of the trail, but you actually couldn't because it was just like the trail by itself. So I had to like get there at some point. But I felt really proud of myself because probably in Italy I would have never done a 5K. So that was fun also to like dress up and all those things. Something that was not funny was that after we didn't have anywhere to shower, so it was horrible because we were all together, you know. But yeah, and then I got to go to so many basketball games with my friends and like dress up for the student section, which again is like a lot of school spirits that my school unfortunately doesn't have. I got to go to watch Frozen, as I already said. I got to go to another Rotary meeting with all of my friends, and I really appreciate kind of like something that I would want to say, and I'm gonna say it in English to everybody. I already made one of my friends to go to an exchange year next year. He's gonna leave at the end of July to go to Mexico with Rotary because he was asking me about like my experience, and I literally convinced him to go with Rotary because something that I really like and I really appreciate is the fact that you guys kind of put all of us together, and it's not something that all the agencies do. So I got to like get very close with all of them, and they're like my siblings now. So, and then there's me and Faye, which is my other old sister with the dog at Christmas. I got to make my first gingerbread house. It didn't turn out amazing, but I tried. And then I got to go see that house. That it's like a house here in across with like full of lights. For Christmas, and that was really cool. And then something that I really liked about December was the elf on the shelf tradition. I'm gonna buy one and I'm gonna bring it back to Italy because I really wanna do it. I don't know why it was like so fun, and me and Faye had so much fun with that. I'm not gonna say it out loud because
You can buy the show.
yeah. He shows up. But it was really fun. And I got to make tiramisu with my host sister. I got to go to her basketball games. She came to my dance performances. And then, well, actually, that wasn't a performance because I couldn't dance. I was probably just, I don't know why I was in the dress. I actually don't remember. I was probably just standing. Oh, yeah, the national anthem. I stood for the national anthem and then I went back in my brace. And then, that was my scrapbook, because I started this whole project since for the back, I couldn't like really stay out that much, because after a while I was getting really tired, like it was painful. So I got to start to do this scrapbook that my husband gifted me for Christmas. So we started like working on it, and my husband Jess is really crafty, so she has so much stuff to do it. So I was like, I got really like obsessed with that like thing. And I'm not a crafty person. I've never done anything like that, but that's another thing I discovered. I really like to like craft stuff, and in fact I put so much effort in my blazer too. And now my book is almost finished, but I also take like the opportunity to tell you guys on Sunday, the 20th, that there's gonna be my bye-bye party if anybody wants to come. I know this is already like a farewell, but then I'm doing like an official one with all my friends and their host families. The 19th, oh yeah, I'm sorry, 20th and really, the 19th, it's gonna be from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if you guys wanna just come and say hi, that would be really nice. And I'll probably put the book out so everybody can look at it. And then in January, so this month have been kind of slow again for my back, but fortunately my host family was really nice and we did like so many things together that made me like not think about it. We went to Mall of America, we went ice fishing, which was really cool. I didn't get any fish, we didn't get any fish at all, but it was just cool to like sit in the place and like fish or try to. And we got to stay like out in this whole like big lake in the snow. And then I had my dance banquet. I also got to go to Minneapolis. So since we were in Mall of America, we went to these like ice castles. Again, that thing is so cool. Like we probably don't even have the space for it in Italy, but that was really cool. And I got to go down the slide even if my back was broken, even if Ben was trying not to make me go down there, and he probably should have convinced me, but it's okay. I got to go in the snow with my friends. They were like sledding, so since I couldn't, they would like make me sit on the sled and they would hold me down while I was going down. And then I got to go to another Rotary weekend in Fort Hutchinson with my friends, and then I got to meet another side of the family, and that's Madison. She's like another host cousin, I'd say, yeah. Then in February, I got to go to my first hockey game. Again, that was like football game part two, like movies again. We did the how's it called? Like the thing against this, like the grades of the school. And the junior year won, so I was really happy about that because I wished that at the beginning of the year I wanted to be a senior because all my friends were seniors. But doing the thing with the juniors made me also close to like all the junior people, so that was really nice. And then again, me, Marlene, Polly, another basketball game, and then I joined the foods class, which was really fun, and we made a hearted pizza for Valentine's Day. Then this is me and like my host family. We did a full dinner, which I cooked for everybody, and that's the other side of the family. So Jesse's side. We got to go together to Manitowoc, which is on the other side of, you guys probably know, but it's on the other side. And we got to see a submarine that was actually really cool. There was a submarine at this museum and we got to see all the inside. I'm a really like nerdy person with like history stuff, so I really like to look at that. And then I did a Valentine's party with my friends. Again, we don't celebrate Valentine's Day really much in Italy either, so yeah. And then in March, I started soccer. That was actually a thing that I would never have expected from myself. My initial plan was to do dance and then dance in winter and to not do anything in spring because I just felt that the sports were like didn't suit me really well. I'm not a running person. I'm not a people's like let's say like team sport person. So I didn't really like feel like doing any kind of sport. But since my back was broken in winter, I didn't really get to do anything. So I was like, I should be doing something. And so my friends all convinced me to do soccer. So I tried and I actually really liked it. And I'm probably gonna do it next year in Italy. So yeah, my family is a big like soccer family, and I'm actually a big soccer fan. I like to watch it and not play it. But when I started playing, I actually really like it. And now with the World Cup, I got really like obsessed with watching all the games and all the things. And then I got to see my whole sister Avery play hockey. And I got to go with my sister Adela from the first family to do pottery, which again I've never done pottery either. There's all this stuff is probably all stuff that I've never done. And then I got to meet like my extended Thurdos family for Easter, and we got to go on a trip on spring break. So that's the first part. We went to Tennessee to Nashville. To Nashville, that was really fun, and I just liked how like the city was super like energetic. I don't know, but we couldn't enter anything because we were not 21. But at least we got to like walk. And then in April, we were in Florida for spring break. So that's me, my host sisters, and my friends that had like put Avery under the sand. Yeah. And then that's us in Florida. We got to see the pier. We got to like, that was more about, since the first holiday in Florida was more Disney and parks, so this was more like beach. And so I really enjoyed that. To see, let's say, just like two different like parts of Florida. And then I got to play soccer more. And then in May, I got to go with my friends to RAH. So that was the like weekend that we didn't really necessarily have to do, but I went mostly because I really wanted to see my friends. But at the end, it turned out to be a really fun weekend. We got to do this rodeo dance, and we got to learn actually a lot of stuff. And we were like sorted in families, so we got to like become really close with our groups. And I still talk with all the people that I met there, not necessarily the exchange students, but all the sophomores that were there. And then at the picture of the pins, like the little, how are they called? I don't know. I don't remember the clothespins. Yeah, that picture, it's just like to remind me to say this, the fact that I really liked that tradition. Like it was really fun all the weekend. We would like go and like put the pins on people. It was like really fun. And me and my old sister Faye actually got to like paint some. It was really fun. And then, in May was full of things. I got to do graduation, so I fake graduated because they handed me a diploma cover, but with no diploma inside. But at least I got to fake graduate, and it was really cool because in Italy we don't have graduation; we just do an exam. So it was really fun to get to try this experience, and like just the fact of being pulled on the stage and walk, and all the suit, all the things. And I got to experience it with Martina, which was another exchange student in my school. She was not from Rotary, but she got to do graduation too, and she's actually 15. So it was like crazy because we would walk in the middle of like these older people, and we were just like, I don't know, like fake graduating. And then that's a picture of my Spanish class, which was one of my like my favorite classes. I was the only junior in there, so they all like ended school earlier, like 2 weeks earlier. So then that became my least favorite class because I would just sit there for an hour because there was nothing to do. I was the only one in there. But it was really fun. I got to like talk to a lot of people in that class and like experience a different way of teaching because in Italy I do Spanish class too. And it was like really different. I loved how the room was all decorated. Like the teachers would give us candies when we would like answer correctly the stuff, and it was really fun. And then that was the picture from my last day of school. I cried 8 times that day. I was really sad. And then at the last day of school, I also got to hang out with all of my friends and Martina because she left as soon as school ended. So I got to stay with her a little bit more. And hopefully this summer I'm planning on going on holiday in Spain with my family. So hopefully I'll be able to like get to meet her again. And next, prom. Another thing that I did in May that was really fun. I loved how like people like dress up so much for prom. I had never wore a long dress, like never in my life. So it was really fun to like get to fit the dress and get ready with my friends, and then the dance was super fun. And compared to homecoming, like probably because the people were older, and so they were like, "This is my last dance" or whatever. And so I got to like we danced a lot. It was like really fun. And then June was my favorite month of my exchange year because I got to go on the West Coast trip, and we were 50 exchange students from everywhere, like all over the US and then all over the world and then all over the US staying. So that was really cool. And we got to see so many places that probably like I was talking to my friends here in America, like here in La Crosse, they were like, I've never been in all those places in my life. So that was really cool. And I felt really lucky that my parents were able to like pay for it and you guys were able to help me too. And so we started in Arizona, in Sedona. And then we got to go like on Route 66 on the way to like all the other places. So there's a lot of pictures with the Route 66 sign. We got to try In and Out, which I it turned out to be really overrated. And then we got to go to Las Vegas. That was my favorite stop. I really loved how like it was so like lighted up and so fun. We got to walk in a casino. I felt like my dad is like likes those movies of like the casino. I don't know, so he shows me those movies, and it was so cool. I was like recording videos for him, showing like, look, I'm in a casino right now. It was really cool. And then we got to go in a limo too, like all over Las Vegas, so it felt really like Las Vegas vibes. And then we got to go to LA, we got to go to the Hollywood sign, we went to Santa Monica Beach, we got to go to the Universal Studios. And then we went to the national parks, we went both to the Grand Canyon and to the Yosemite. And then we got to go to San Francisco, which turned out to be really windy, but I really liked it. And I think one of my favorite things actually was in San Francisco when we did the Alcatraz tour, again for my nerdy mind of like the history. So I really liked it. I already watched documentaries about that, but seeing it like real life, it was so cool. And then last month here, well, it's not done yet, so I just put a couple pictures from the weekend with Grand Rapids that we did in Michigan. I got to like see my friends for the last time, which was really like so sad, but I got to spend the last times with them and hopefully I'll see them again. But those were all the exchange students that were in the US this year in the Central States. It was really cool to get to meet like people from everywhere. Now that I have Europeans everywhere, I just like it's just so like I don't know. I never expected to do anything like this, honestly. And that's again other pictures from the district. And the one in the water, unfortunately, I didn't have any other pictures. But this month I tried to bridge jump, or actually a couple months ago. So I would like go to like Goose Island where there's the bridge, and we would like jump down. Again, nothing that I never had thought I would have done. But I turned out to be so fun and like swimming in the lake. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that was it. So again, like guys, thank you so much. I really feel like I saw it before I was crying, so I couldn't really like explain it more. But I'm so grateful because like without Rotary, I could have never been here. So I'm so grateful for every single one of you, for like all the talks that I did with every single one of you that taught me so many things and just like made me like the person that I am right now. Like I feel so much change from the beginning of the year. And again, thank you to my host families that opened their door for me without even knowing who I was, which is something that I don't think everybody would do. So yeah, thank you. Oh.
All right, so Georgia, we have a Rotary After Hours flag for you to bring home. And we have flags from Georgia's Club in Italy. Over to me. Hi, everybody, I'm Daniel. I'm the youth and science counselor for Georgia. I can say I'm better than Georgia. She explained her whole wonderful year here, and I'm just so proud of you for all the growth you've done over this year, all the connections you've made with people. You can see that she's a very loving person, and she's connected with people from all over the world, and, you know, at Central High School and beyond, here in La Crosse, just made tons of friends and had lots of fun and lots of learning. And I guess I'll just say you've represented, been an ambassador for Italy just beautifully here, and for the United States, and for Rotary when we went to just went to the Central States Rotary Conference last weekend. I'm just really proud of you, so great job. And thank you to the host families. We cannot say enough, this program would not go without you guys, so thank you for opening your homes and loving Georgia and just bringing her right into your family. So, and then our tradition for our students is to collect pictures, so you saw many of them on the slide that Georgia shared, but she'll be able to take this book home with her and enjoy these memories in years to come. And a little card from Rotary. And then, yeah,
And then. What's that? A little card for you. Okay, and then Georgia and I created a little game for you to play with us, so. Whether you were able to spend much time with Georgia this year or not, you can play because you just saw all about Georgia in this presentation. Yeah. I put them in groups of four. And my new husband and Monica will help pass out. This will just be like a 5-minute game, so it's a would you rather, so the would Georgia rather. And as you can see or hear, she loves doing everything, so it's hard to make a decision sometimes, but. And we have time to use our other things.
I can grab some of the base and if we.
I have some to do. I'm also gonna lay my flag, I bought an American flag and I'm making all my friends and all families and everybody sign it. So if anybody of you guys wants to sign even just their name or write whatever you guys want on it, I'm just gonna lay it down somewhere on that floor or on the table with some markers.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
What's the place do you think she prefer? Pick up, yeah, back, she likes Starbucks?
Oh.
She heard her,
We did two cards. Why? Okay, let me see. Eric, do we have to map? Yeah, I don't think I do. I don't play in person. I know what it's like to go out.
What you got, eh? Or this one.
If anyone's got a game and they wanna play, just put their hand up.
You're the teacher friends.
Get some
Yeah.
stuff.
It is.
You look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Both girls. Why? Thank you.
All right, is everybody finished? Anyone need more time?
And.
Okay. Start that, you wanna- Okay, Georgia will go through and give you the answers and we'll see who wants the higher score. Okay, so Starbucks or mocha, because my favorite drink is the mocha strawberry banana smoothie, and feel for sure got it because every single time it brings me a strawberry banana smoothie, so yeah. Then Riverside Park or Pettibone Beach, because I always hang out there with my friends. Then pink or red, white, and blue pink, because it's my favorite color. Calvers or Taco Bell, Calvers for sure. Logan or Central, because I went to Central. Las Vegas or San Francisco, Las Vegas. Oh, sorry. I repeat them. Okay, mocha. Yes, it's Mocha, Caribou Beach, Pink, Calvers, Central, then Las Vegas or San Francisco, Las Vegas, because it was my favorite city there. Country music or rap, I don't like country music. Homecoming or prom. TJ Maxx or Target, TJ Maxx. I love TJ Maxx because we don't have it in Italy and you get so much stuff, so we're so cheap. Yeah. I'm a teenager, so I'm kind of broke. And then Grand Canyon or Yosemite Grand Canyon.
Great.
The reason is because we have so much stuff more similar to the Yosemite, not size wise, but like it really reminds me more of home and Grand Canyon. We don't have canyons. Okay, so did anyone get them all right?
No, pick that even.
Okay, how about 9? Did anyone get 9?
One.
1, 2.
You're good.
So I think 2 people with 9. Okay, so the tiebreaker is who has the closest birthday to today?
Vegas.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Oh, you might make one. So Matt, you come and take from one of our amazing prizes.
How many did you take it right?
We got 9 correct, and Beth was the first post for Georgia. Yeah, we try to get some of Georgia's favorite things. Okay, so, we do have, the other thing Georgia really liked to do here is play bingo, and I gotta ask you, because I was curious, where did bingo come from? Did you know it originated in Italy?
Yeah, I know, I played bingo.
Okay,
I
but
played
I
everything.
did not know that, it actually.
Well, I didn't know though.
Okay, so there you go, it's a match. But because we're getting close to the end of the meeting, we'll have Amy go ahead and close out the meeting, and anyone that would like to stay, we're just gonna play about 5 games, so we'd love to have you stay and. I asked Georgia if she wanted to call, and she said absolutely not, I'm gonna play to win. So Larry, I think we'll help you call some bingo numbers shortly.
Bill, if you want to make a statement, will you come up here so everyone can hear you? I know, we're loud.
My voice is not one. Georgia.
That's right.
The feeling you feel right now, it stays forever. The love we feel for you stays forever. This weekend, when you were in Central States, and at Central States, on the Saturday that I was there with you, I was on a Zoom call with our exchange student that Dean and I had 23 years ago. And I got to meet her daughter. Her little newborn daughter in her hand, Caroline from Denmark. It's forever. And the connections that you made here in this room and around our community doesn't go away, and we will never forget you. I swear to goodness, every single time I hear an Italian voice, I will think of you. And nobody in my mind has more that beautiful lilt. I cannot even say it right. It sounds Jamaican, don't I? Right? And we will remember you forever. And so on behalf of the district's Rotary Youth Exchange Committee, you have done a remarkable job. You have been a remarkable ambassador for Italy and for all the students. We will never forget you. We love you.
Good, yeah.
All right, I'll close this out so we can do some bingo. And do some legally. So next meeting is here at the main again. It's gonna be my first meeting going over our theme and my goals. Hopefully keep it interesting for everybody. And so this year, we are just trying to ask everyone to please either come a little bit early to the meetings to help set up or to help take down after the meetings. So we get to stay here at the main with the new tenants, but we have to set everything up and we have to take everything down. So it is a lot of work on the same people who do it over and over. It's not hard. It's just everyone puts one thing away and it'll go by really fast. So we do want to take some photos. Do you want to do it before bingo or after?
Okay, I guess we're doing photos before bingo, sorry, everybody. But we're gonna do some photos as well with Georgia's Post families and then as a club as well. So, after bingo, we'll take those. All right, we'll end the meeting with a 5-way test. Is it the truth?
Is it fair to officer? Will be beneficial to all concerned. If we allow.
All right. We'll do some photos and then bingo. Do you want to do the club one first? Oh, yeah, everybody with, Giorgia, I think we got this photo with her back home. I'll just disconnect the owl. Should we just go on the stage? Everyone head out on the stage, please.